Howdy, y'all. This is JR here in this beautiful town center in downtown El Paso. And we are here with episode 3 of Transport Fever 2 Epic Challenge on the Gamingverse. Well, in episode 2, we established a uh, production chain here in El Paso. And let's pull out very quickly out of El Paso so you guys can see where we're at. It gets a little loud down there. But we established this production chain where we are bringing tools to El Paso via the wagons. Now, that was probably the easiest. It wasn't an easy thing to do. We've got to do 2 logs for each one plank, and then 1 plank for 1 tool, and then 1 tool into El Paso. And the El Paso road is the longest road available. So what we're going to do here is we are going to look at the lines and see where we're at in terms of providing what El Paso needs. Now, El Paso is requesting 97 tools, and we're providing 58. I mean, it's normal based on the amount of traffic that we have here. We are in January of 1856. We are still using the wagons because, of course, there's really not much else right now to use. We're losing money, but we're not really losing all that much. We're doing pretty well on the lines. If you look at all the lines, not just the lines here, but all the lines, the Fredericksburg line, they're all making us money one way or another. We might, in order to, we might keep them this way and not move them since they're working well. In today's episode, one thing we noticed in episode 2 is that people are actually traveling, and we'll go down here. They're traveling between El Paso, as you can see, look, we've got people traveling between El Paso and Fort Stockton. Fort Stockton is up this road over here. There's Fort Stockton right there. So we can see that there's people traveling on this road to Fort Stockton. We can also see that there's people traveling, not as many, but there's people traveling from Fort Stockton down to Marfa, which is down there. Now that's a longer ride, but they are traveling. They are making this track between Marfa and Fort Stockton. So that gives us a great opportunity. I'm not sure if they're traveling to Junction, but let's kind of take a look and follow the Junction Road to see if they're traveling all the way down here. And it does not look like that. Might just be too much of a travel for most people from Fort Stockton to Junction. So they're not using this road to Junction. How about to Odessa? It looks like there are some people, you can see, traveling to Odessa from Fort Stockton. So what that does is gives us an opportunity to create a hub, a transportation hub here in Fort Stockton using wagons, 1856 wagons. And what we can do is run a couple of lines. We can run the lines where people are traveling, a line to Marfa, a line to El Paso, and a line to Odessa, and give people a reason to travel to those places and make some money doing it. I mean, we're not going to make a lot of money doing it, but we will make some money because people are traveling, and they'll, that gives us an opportunity for them to choose that travel over us. So I'm not going to configure the roads because that would cost us a lot more money than we, they're willing to travel with the roads the way they are. Maybe in the future, when we get a lot more money, I might configure the roads and make them a lot easier to travel, take away a lot of these curves and stuff. But for right now, I just want to establish a point of of a hub here in Fort Stockton. Now, what's it going to cost us? Not really sure. We'll start with, and because this is kind of the center hub, we're going to start with an actual transportation hub. We'll actually do a bus station, or in this case, a wagon station for uh, three locations here in Fort Stockton. So we'll do. They'll be traveling from here to El Paso, then they'll go down this way and travel to Marfa, and then they'll go through the center of town and travel to Odessa. I think the most profitable one is probably going to be the El Paso line, but I think it gives us an opportunity to do some passenger service, which I think will be profitable for the company. So let's go here. Let's go to buildings, and let us grab one of these, and let's see. I'm thinking we should do. Okay, I'll do that. We're gonna configure. Gonna delete here. Let's make this an entrance, this an exit, and then we are going to get we'll do this road because I don't want that. We'll do that. And so we've got our central hub here in Fort Stockton. And now we're going to go down to, let's start it with Marfa. And I'm thinking Marfa, let's get one of these buildings and it'll be a bus stop. And we're just going to put one bus stop. We will do it right here so that I'm pointing with my finger. The wagon will go around this way and then go back out that way, and just give it an opportunity. And it pretty much touches everybody in Marfa. So we'll drop people off here in front of. Is this a hotel? No, it's a residence. But we'll drop people off here in this residence in Marfa. So that'll be our one line. Go to El Paso. In El Paso, once again, let's find a place where people can, where we get as many people as possible, which is right there, and it doesn't interfere with our other wagons, although they will be using that street. So they will be coming down this way and going into their wagons, but we'll make them come this way and out. So we'll drop it off right here, and that pretty much covers everybody in El Paso except for this area over here. So I think right here in front of, is this a residence too? Yep, it's a residence. So we'll drop people off right here in front of this residence. Okay, that's 2, and let's go to Odessa. And we'll do the same thing. Let's find it. We've got a good loop going right here. So this if we drop people off here, yep, it covers all of Odessa. So we'll do that right there. So we've got 3. All right. We have got 3. Now let's create those lines first. So we are going to go from line 1, and we'll call this, once again, GV is for Gaming vs. Ventures, and this is Stagecoach Company. And we're going to go from Fort Stockton to El Paso. This is the inner city line. And so we'll go from here to here. Wait, why did they do that? That station here. And maybe we should put the station on the other side of the street so that they don't cross each other here. So instead they come down this way and they go up this way and back. So let's delete the station here, and then we'll place a new station right there. And let's see what it does. Yeah, that's what it does to the line. Now, as we saw on the line, our wagons are going to be sharing the line here, and you know, it's okay for right now. It's going to slow down the wagons a little bit, I'm thinking, but we're not going to put that many too many stagecoaches on here. I'm thinking probably 4 to start off with on this line will be enough. And see, we've got there we go, perfect. So that is for Stockton to El Paso, and we're gonna change this to, we're gonna name this for Stockton stage coach station. That's what we're calling. All right, so we got that line going. So then our next line, this is gonna go DWSC Stagecoach Company from Fort Stockton to Marfa. Okay, again an inner city line, and we should color it a shade of red. We'll go with the light red, and that line's going to go from here to here. And once again, we might just put it on the other side of the street so that it doesn't do this crossover thing here. So let's delete this, grab a new one, and we'll put it, we're gonna make sure that it covers everybody, or pretty much everybody in Marfa right there. Let's look at the line, and now it does what we want it to do. Let's go back to Fort Stockton, and yep, it's on the second, so we're good there. Now if we start getting a backup, we can put a second entrance here so that we don't get a backup of stagecoaches. Okay, so that's line number 2 from Fort Stockton to Marfa. And then line number 3 is going to go from here, Fort Stockton, to Odessa. Okay, and that is not what I wanted here. I wanted, so we are going to get a waypoint. Put a waypoint right there. Go back to the line, and after Chestnut, we're going to add this waypoint, and that way they turn around that way. So we've got all 3 lines. Let's review. This is GWSC. Once again, Fort Stockton to Odessa. Something's going on here. It's not doing what I want it to do. Okay. Just my OCD. So that they're all in the same. Why isn't it GV? Oh, because I put GW. It's not GW, it's GV. GVSC. You know, sometimes I wonder if my brain is not compromised somehow. And of course I put little v. There we go. Hopefully all of that is right. Okay, we're gonna change the color of this one to a shade of red. We'll go with the lightest red. And we've got all the lines established. Now, I'm probably gonna have to borrow some money, but we're gonna have to place a depot in the industrial side, so we'll place it right here. And then probably once we establish the lines, I'll probably take it away. There we go. And let's look at the vehicle. So we've got this horn-drawn carriage. This is what we got. It takes 4 people. Goes 11 miles, miles per hour, and it's $23,000. I've got 52. So what I might do now, I'd rather just take the loan out. Right now, how much are we? We've got a $4.5 million loan. So all we have left is to borrow $500,000, and that's it. I'm not gonna borrow any more than that. In fact, I'm gonna try and repay whatever I can. So I'm gonna buy the 4 for El Paso because that's the closest one. We'll do 3 for. We'll do 4 for El Paso, 3 for Marfa, and 2 for Odessa. And we'll start with that. So 4, 3, and 2, that's 9. I'm gonna make it an even 10. I'm gonna make it an even 10. Let me just pause it still. I don't want to lose any of that money until I establish or get. That's $230,000, and I'm gonna put 5 on El Paso because it's the closest one. So that's gonna go on the Fort Stockton El Paso line. Then we're gonna put 3 on the Marfa Fort Stockton line and 2 on the Odessa Fort Stockton line. Now I want to go here to the line and do one more thing. The Odessa line should be on 3. Let's take a look real quick. Okay. We are, that's in the way, but yeah, it's 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. So we got all 3 going. And let us press play. And let's double time it. We're in April of 1856. And we've got, let's let these establish. Actually, I'll triple time it for right now, just to let the lines establish themselves. They're gonna do a couple of runs before people start noticing that they can be used. Hopefully, when they get people are already waiting here in Odessa. We've got how many people waiting? We have Leah Williams. She is going to, where's she going? To an industrial building in Fort Stockton. So we've got somebody in Odessa already waiting. Let's go over to Marfa. Do we have anybody in Marfa waiting? We've got somebody in Marfa waiting. Who do we have waiting in Marfa? Let's go down to the level, and we have 2 people waiting. Nope. Right, that's the building. Got Daniel Adams going to an industrial building. We've got Christina Jackson going to an industrial building, and we've got Victor Wood going to go shopping in Marfa. So they're going to work and they're going to go shopping. That is awesome. Now let's go to El Paso. Or we have anybody waiting? We've got people waiting in El Paso already. Look at that, folks. We've got a lot of people waiting in El Paso. A lot of people working in Fort Stockton, industrial buildings, and a lot of people going to commercial buildings. That is absolutely fantastic. And now El Paso's accepting food as well in terms of production. We've got a food place here, but not anything close to give them food. Yeah, right now it's not a feasible thing, and they're also accepting construction materials, so conmats. And I do not see a feasible way of providing conmat to them as well at this particular time. But it looks like our inner city lines are popular because we've got a lot of people waiting. We've got 11 people waiting to go to Fort Stockton. That is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, folks. We've got how many people waiting over here? Now we've got one, but we already have a couple of our, let's slow down to half speed. We have one of our wagons already come to El Paso. I'm pretty sure they did because we had a lot more people waiting earlier. And where's Odessa? Odessa is over here. Yeah, we've got our wagons over here already picking up people. That one's full. And we've got 3 people waiting for the next wagon, which is on its way. Yep. So it already left. And it's full. So who knows? We might have to add some people to that. So how are we doing over here? We've got 12 people waiting for the Fort Stockton line, 5 people waiting for the Odessa line, and 3 people waiting for the Marfa line. That is amazing. That is absolutely great for us because it means that we will be making money eventually here. So we will have some positive cash flow, hopefully, so the El Paso rate is 3 minutes, the Odessa rate is 13 minutes, and the Marfa is 8 minutes. I mean, we might add maybe 2 more to Odessa based on, well, no, it's 4. The rate is 4 people per year. So we're good. We've got 3 on this one, so we're good. And we've got 5 on this one, which is 4 times, that's 20, and their throughput is 16. So I think we're good for right now. Might add 1 and 1 just to lower the frequency on the Odessa and Marfa. So let's do that right now. Let's go here, finish vehicle, and we will duplicate that one. And then let's go to the that was the Odessa. Let's go to the Marfa, finish vehicle, and duplicate that one. And I think I think that will be okay. we've got it down to 9, 6, and 3 minutes, which is, based on the length of time, I think that's pretty good. That's actually a pretty decent rate based on the amount of time that we've got going back and forth. So, folks, I think we've got a good passenger kind of route going back and forth and using Fort Stockton as a hub. So we did a good job here. We've got a pretty solid passenger, and hopefully it'll start making a little bit of money for us. It's not going back full, but it's coming to Fort Stockton full. So we get paid both ways. So, hopefully it'll start making some money for us, because the frequency's not going to change. What will change is the amount of people waiting. As there's more people waiting, we add more cars, and as we add more cars, this hopefully will start making us some more money, because it's based on the rate of the time that the vehicle gets here, the maintenance cost of the vehicle coming into Fort Stockton. And I mean, it's definitely making Fort Stockton go faster or grow faster. What I'm going to do is I am going to delete this, since we don't need it anymore, and I don't want to pay maintenance costs on it. If we need it in the future, we can always place one down. I know I put one down here, maybe. No, I think I took that one away. I know, it's right here as well. So if anything, we can always use that one. I just want to keep maintenance costs down. I think the lines are pretty much well established. All the lines, actually. These are making money. We are providing what we can provide. We are at 61 providing tools to El Paso. El Paso's asking for a lot more than that. It's at 94. But for right now, with the type of vehicles that we are using, I think that is a positive thing, until we can have faster vehicles than the horse and wagon. So I'm not gonna touch that. Let's go check on our other line. Where is it? It's over here, the Fredericksburg line. Ooh, we're gonna lose that refinery, but there's really nowhere to go with. I mean, we've got the oil right here. Oh, we've got another refinery over here, so we'll be okay. So this line, once again, is making us money as well. It's pretty well established. I'm okay with them waiting there to pick up food, because that just means that we've got a good throughput going. And I'm doing about 70% of what Fredericksburg requests, but that's okay for now. Like I said, we'll leave it the way it is based on the type of vehicle that we have. And what I think I want to do is I'm going to make them go here. I think it's a shorter route. So let's put a waypoint right there. And let's go to the line. And this is the is it giving me Odessa? Not even close to Odessa. This is the food line. And after the food processing station, we are going to add this waypoint. There we go. That's what I want. So we are golden. So let's go back to the line. The Odessa Oil Refinery was founded. So we've got our oil refinery down in Odessa now. So I'm not gonna touch this line. We're doing fine. We're about double. So we are golden there. We'll just let the line continue to make us money and bring us past positive cash flow. let's go back to Odessa. There's a refinery that just got established. Where did it get established? Because here's the oil. I don't see the refinery. Here's the refinery. So, like, for example, we can do this, but where do we deliver fuel? We can deliver fuel to Midland, but that is a long, I mean, it's not, about as long as this. And we can do that. That would be, we might just leave that for the next episode and maybe establish an oil refinery to fuel to Midland that way. I wonder if people are going to Midland from Fort Stockton. Look at this road. Yeah, we've got people going to Midland. Not a lot. It's not a busy highway or path, but there are people that are traveling to Midland. So, that might be another passenger line from Fort Stockton to Midland. Maybe next episode. So what I'm gonna do, folks, is I'm gonna go find us one of these. Let's start from Fort Stockton. Maybe we'll take the El Paso route with some of our folks. Here we go. Let us sit. Go slow. Let's take some of our folks, move back. Wait, going the wrong way. Woo! How am I going down? There we go. There we go. Oh, I'm a little too high. There. Oop. Let's travel here with our folks. There we go. Right here in the front with our buddy. And there we go. And let's go to El Paso, folks. Thank you once again. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, I ask that at a minimum, just like the video. It puts it in front of other people that might like the video themselves. We continue with this EPEC challenge. We've established this time a line, passenger lines, but we'll start establishing more product lines here in the next episode. I think we just found another one. But folks, again, thank you very much for watching. Hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And as always, until next time, adios.